Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, S.M.W. Outdoor Fishing Adventures. Well, today is basically the debut of my 2022 ice fishing videos. Today I'm going to go through the essentials. Basically what you need is to go ice fishing. You can do it a couple different ways. You can do it either expensive, take it to a next elaborate level, or you can do it as basic as possible. I'm kind of like in between. This year, basically, I had to just buy everything again. Last year, I don't know if you looked at my last video of basically ice fishing last year. I got cleaned out. Somebody broke in my garage and they took everything. So basically, this year I had to go out and purchase everything, from my tip-ups to my ice scoops, rods, brand new ice auger, that type of thing. So. Which I have that off to the side here. You'll see it in my upcoming videos. I just don't want to stand it up and have it fall. I mean, it's pretty heavy. But I bought an S.M.W this year. It's a laser series. And I was always a Jiffy person, but I just thought I'd try something different. I read a lot of good about them. So basically, that's why I chose this model. And same with my ice tent. So basically, yeah, so let's go through this basically, and I'll show you what I have, what I go through, and what I recommend. For your basic, basically for your basic ice fisherman, you can take your kids out, very inexpensive. That's all you basically would need is a hand auger. Sorry about my cats kind of running around here. You need basically a hand ice auger, which you get them pretty cheap online, or basically if you buy it brand new. Reason why I go to a power auger is that I'm getting older. I don't want to sit there, and you're gonna have to probably take some time and drill your holes. So basically, ice auger, definitely power ice auger actually helps me. They're very expensive, of course, but you'll have it for a long time. So let me go through them. Basically, what you would need as far as getting into your ice fishing hobby here. I'm going to show you my setup as far as my 3 rods that I'm going to use this year. First one is a little Frable. I'm not sponsored by them at all. In fact, the only company that I'll show you today that I'm sponsored by is Gets It. They're a 2-bait company. Go check them out. I'm on a full sponsorship level with them, so please go check them out. I mean, they help me out a lot, and go see their product. By far the best 2-bait that I've seen out there. So definitely go check them out. This is actually a 26-inch rod. Basically has a yellow tip on there. You can see the bite a little bit better. It has a decent wire bail. I mean, it's not expensive, but that's what I feel that's going to work best for me. So that takes care of that one. I mean, this I think was like 20 bucks. You can get them actually less than that. So that'll take care of that one. If you want to go less expensive, this little guy right here, it's basically like an inline ice fishing reel. What I usually just put this on, I put a bobber on this one, and just go hand over hand when you get a fish on. So that's what that is. Otherwise, you can just use the reel as it is too. But very inexpensive. You can pick these up, I think, for 10 bucks. So that takes care of that one. If I want to go to a little heavier rod, if I'm fishing for more, what can I say? Walleye, bigger trout, that type of thing, I'll go to this one. A little more backbone to the rod, a little longer. So that's my spare. Like I said, I had a bunch, and like I said last year, everything got stolen from me. So the next thing you probably would need here is ice scoop. Right here. When you get done drilling your hole, you need a way to get those ice chunks out of there, and periodically through the day, you'll need to clean out your hole. And what's nice about this, and I'm not going to take this off, there's ice chisel on the end of this one, and a measuring device. So basically, there's a lot of these out there again, a lot of plastic ones. I'm seeming like I was breaking a plastic one every year. So I decided to go to this one right here. You can have it forever, basically. I think I paid like 20 bucks for this one. And I think the little plastic ones run around $5 or $6. So you're definitely going to have this for a lifetime. So that's my ice scoop. Another thing that I don't have here set up today is my minnow bucket and my little minnow net. I'm sure everybody knows what those are. The next setup I should show you are tip-ups. I don't know if you Southerners know a whole lot about ice fishing, but we use a lot of tip-ups, this type of thing. What a tip-up is basically like a fishing rod that basically you don't have to hold. These are made by Frable also, very inexpensive. You get these for like 10 bucks. Basically what you do is you have a setup like this and a treble hook. I think these are number 8s, I believe, on this one. These are katanas, and of course your ice line. So basically what happens, you have a little setup here. You can actually set it lean or heavy or in between. So I have it set up where it's kind of like a medium bite. So it sets like this, and as soon as the fish bites, the flag goes off and you go and chase your flag. So definitely don't have to, just basically have to watch your flag go off. We are here in Michigan. We are only a three lines in the water. So basically I have 3 tip-ups right now. So 2 will go in the water and one I'll actually jig. So I got 3 of those. Another essential that I usually use is catch a fish. These are called jaw spreaders. Walleye, northern pike, those type of species. You don't want to get your fingers caught in those in the mouth. I mean, those teeth are razor sharp, and basically what you do is spread the jaw and use your pliers to retrieve your hook or remove your hook. So that takes care of that guy. Baits. I'll go through baits next. There's numerous baits you can use. Like for the tip-up fishing, you can use frozen smelt, but I'll use like a golden shiner. That's the bait I'll use. They're going to be live. That's what I use for my tip-up fishing. As far as your jig fishing, you need basically are some smaller baits for panfish or whatever what's going to bite. What I found this year, exactly what's going to work really well. These are made by Eagle Claw. Again, I'm not sponsored by them. These guys are bait holder pucks. They're really heavy and they're supposed to keep your baits from freezing throughout the course of the day. And it's all they are is a little cup, but they're really heavy. I mean, they're kind of light. I mean, they're really heavy. So basically what you do there, I have in my hand here some wax worms. These are actually real wax worms. I'm not sure exactly how they preserve them, but that's these guys right here. But you can buy them brand new. You can buy You can buy them live. These will work. Most these will work. If you can find some, what are they called? Oh, I'm trying to think the name. Well, anyhow, you can definitely use those, and then I'll show you the other baits that I'm going to be using as far as how they work. What you can use these with. So yeah, those are a really nice deal. Well, I know a lot of fishermen are out there. They chew tobacco and they use their tins, and they keep those around for their bait. So yeah, that takes care of those animals. So basically, I mean, you can do it basically pretty cheap. Your ice auger, your little hand ice auger, your ice skimmer, a little pole and a bucket of, or a little can of wax worms, and you got a day's fishing with your kids. Trying to think here. Baits. There's a lot of baits out there for ice fishing too. You can just do a regular number 6 hook with a bobber, which I use from time to time. But these are teardrop baits. There's a little jig. I don't know if you can see that or not. But they come in different colors, different sizes. They got a chartreuse and a pink, that type of thing. Chartreuse and a green. So yeah, that's those type of things. And I guess this is kind of important too. To set your depth of your pole or your set your line to the depth that you need it. You should probably have one of these. It's a weight, especially for using a tip up. What you do with the tip up actually is let's see if I can show you here. You have your, I'm not going to run it through the eye there. If you can see that. You'll take your treble hook and take this guy right here and just put it right on your treble hook like that, and it'll feed down. And I'll show you when I get out on the ice here, and how basically you can set your tip ups up. So normally what you do, you have your tip up basically to the face of the ice, and you run your bait down to the bottom. Then usually three or four cranks get the bait like 3 to 4 inches. Some people go a little bit more off the bottom, and then that's how you set your tip up. Then as far as like getting into, I should have brought some of those out. They're called bobber stops, and you can use those to get to your depth of your. Let's see if I get this in here quick. You run your depth of your rod that you're using, your spinning rod or the inline type, and basically that's how you mark each time as far as how far your bait's going to go down. And use the same thing to hit the bottom and adjust it accordingly. And they are just like just a lead weight on there, and it's kind of nice they put that plastic coating on there to keep the lead out of the water, and little roach clip on there. And what you do is basically keep them on all day long. That means one of your perfect tools. You take one and slap it on your jacket, and it's set to go for the rest of the day. So that takes care of those. The next item is basically, let's see here. Gets it. They actually, again, I explained the tube baits, sponsored by them, and they have an ice fishing jig. Basically, there's these guys right here, a little tube bait. They have all different kinds for pan fishing or ice fishing. You got little lizards. These are a little crawfish type thing. So I'll be definitely using those on the ice. A millipede. I'll give those a shot. But they go back to one of my videos when I introduced our product. I mean, like I said, I showed all these, and a little minnow, tube bait minnow. So I'm anxious to get those out on ice and try them. So that takes care of those. And actually, I'm not going to take these out of the bag here. The Bass Reaper, I'm on their pro staff. They actually have their line of ice fishing baits, and these are just like a little mousey, just a little. Not even sure what mousies actually produce into. I don't know if it's a fly or what, but yeah, that's what these are. It's like a mousey. I don't know if you can see them in the bag or not, but that takes care of that. Last but not least, safety on the ice. You never can trust ice. To always test it. I had a really nice ice spud that you go through and test the thickness of the ice, but that got stolen, and I've been having a hard time finding them. So So basically what I'm going to use is, of course, my ice chipper, and I'll bring a shovel out there and definitely test your ice. Depending on the lake or the river or wherever you're at, the ice is definitely going to vary from spot to spot, depending on the current of the water, whether you're on an eddy, a point, whether it's a spread lake, uh, a lake, spring-fed lake. Sorry about that. I'm kind of getting a little distracted from my cat here. But yeah, you always want to check that ice before you actually even go on it. I'm unfortunate that I fish basically by myself, so I don't have anybody to say, hey, I'm out here today. If I don't come back, you know where I'm at. But be careful. If you're out there by yourself, and I know a lot of people do, just be careful out there. Hate to see anybody get hurt because of a couple fish. So what I normally do is ice picks. These are essential. People make themselves. They can take like a handle off an old broom or get a dowel and out of wood, and they make them themselves by putting nails in them. So basically, this is my type. You can actually put it around your shirt if you want, or just keep them close, and just put them together like this, and it'll take care of those. Keep it safe so you don't get hurt on the nails or the picks on there. Slippage on the ice. Probably 15 years ago, I slipped on the ice and I hit the back of my head and I actually had a skull fracture. So since then, basically what I've used, and they seem to work, these little ice cleats. They just slip on your boat, or your boot, and they have little cleats on. They're probably throwaway, and you can't really replace these. I don't know if they even have replacement cleats on them, but these are only like $5-6. They're essential. I even seen some guys actually wear baseball cleats on the ice. Definitely not going to slip with those. Maybe you can, but I've seen some guys actually use those, and they sharpen them up really bad, really to a fine point, and they use those on the ice. But that's what I use there. So yeah, ice safety is important. I don't drive out on the ice. I'm kind of afraid about that. I used to, but I don't anymore. So I find areas where I can fish where I don't have to walk far. And you don't have to walk far. I mean, on the ice, you never know where they're gonna be transitioning. Like now, it's getting warmer out, so you can go. You can actually find the fish like you would do in the summertime. Trying to think. So yeah, that's probably going to be my my little intro as far as ice fishing essentials. And up to this point, it's going to be basically all ice fishing videos until there'll be a couple unboxings until basically April, mid of April, basically, as far as when the ice goes out. Hopefully, it'll go out sooner. I mean, we had some terrible, terrible cold weather this year, and it's going to be interesting to see how thick the ice is. Trying to think. I've got my tournament schedule for the year for our local tournaments. I don't know how it's going to work for me again. For some reason, the gentleman who runs the club, he's scheduling again all the tournaments are through holidays. I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of the guys are young. They don't have families, but it's not fair to the guys that have families. This year, it's 4th of July, Memorial Day, Labor Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, 4th of July. So those are all tournaments that, of course, I'm not going to fish. That's family time. And some of the other tournaments is basically I have my son. Well, those you can't really predict, but those other ones, yeah, the holiday ones. So basically, right now, if I do fish tournaments, it's going to be 3 that I can fish. So I'm up in the air whether I'm going to do it again, try it again this year or not. Otherwise, I'm just going to focus on my YouTube videos, and maybe I'll do through Turning X. You can do online tournaments. So maybe I'll do one of those. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. through Bassmasters Kayak, I kind of hit some of those guys up and um, asking why the tournaments too are all down south, and there's nothing really in the Midwest. And there is actually a Midwest kayak series. They're bigger tournaments, and the closest one to me is La Crosse, Wisconsin. If I do one like that, there's going to be just one because the entry fees are high. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. So basically, that's an update as far as that goes. As far as my sponsorships and my pro staff status, I think I'm pretty well set. I don't have anything really new coming up, but definitely go to all their websites. I mean, they're pretty well stocked as far as product. Um, the only company that I went aboard that I haven't done any type of videos or anything is called Phantom Outdoor Products. Our fishing apparel. They have their line of fishing apparel. I'll maybe do a little unboxing of those. Right now I got a t-shirt. I ordered a hoodie. What's really nice about them is they have fishing pants instead of the fishing short. Well, they have fishing shorts too, but my fishing shorts are going to come from Shred Fins. So definitely go to all of them, check them out. Really good deals right now. They have been running 15, sometimes 20% off. And I still have the ongoing 15% off reaction tackle and Shred Fins. Reaction tackle right now, they got a whole new line of swag or merchandise as far as clothing. Go check them out. And trying to think what else. I mean, that's probably about it right now as far as the ice fishing videos go. Like I said, gonna hit the ice hard now until ice out. This part of the year, it's really starting to get good. Um, it's nicer to being out. I mean, of course, I have my heater and that type of thing, but it's been just terribly cold. I mean, it's been on a regular basis below zero and highs of 3 to 9. It's just been crazy to be out there unless you have a permanent ice shanty. So yeah, I guess that's going to pretty much wind up this video. And all the tournaments down south, the big tournaments, Bassmasters Elite, Major League of Fishing, those are starting to really kick off. Chuck Stratton, kind of touch base with him a little bit. He reached out to me as far as on my channel. Check him out. Follow him through the year. Check out his channel. So yeah, all those guys down there, be safe, and hope you have a lot of success. And if you're on the water, please be safe. And until next time, practice, catch, and release. Bye.